Cari amici sportivi, it is, for some of us, Christmas Eve. So for our friends in Australia, it's already Christmas. But we are here to talk about, let's try to keep it positive because, us on Patreon and WhatsApp, it's sometimes very negative, right? We're always complaining. But guys, it is, whether people are celebrating or not, it is the holidays, it is Christmas. But let me start off because, you have a naughty or nice list, Santa Claus, right? And on the naughty list, I would put up there, what's his name? Salt Bay. Salt Bay is definitely on the naughty list. Um, the Argentinian goalkeeper, definitely on the naughty list. He's not getting anything. But let me start off by Rock Nation Husney. Welcome, Alex. Is this your first Patreon therapy session?
I vented a little bit after the first Canada loss, but this is the first therapy. Yeah, I had to check with my provider to make sure I was covered.
There we go. And Rock Nation Husney, Rock Nation Husney, he's got money galore. He's going into these preseason games in Dubai. He's getting Maldini to wave at him. Rock Nation Husney, how was that experience? Did you melt? Did you get red in the face like a schoolgirl? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, for me personally, it was amazing. So I think most of us, we see Maldini in the your Instagram or your YouTube videos, but to see him in person is a completely different thing. Being that close. So I wasn't exactly in his section because apparently you can't buy those tickets, otherwise it might have been swamped. But great, saw Masara there and got away from him. I didn't see Giorgio Furlani though. I don't know where he went. Maybe he's busy with other things. But great overall experience.
Still a great experience. So I know that a lot of people were saying is like, how does Milan get worst off after a month off and going into a preseason tournament? And let's talk about our Christmas wish lists, right? So I had Sonny make a graphic with Santa Claus reading a list and like, I need a right wing, but Rock Nation, what do you want for Christmas as a Milanisti? And let's say, is it and guys, shout out to Shane that he's an Irishman. He's a Patreon member. He lives in Nairobi, Kenya. He's traveling back to Ireland, and he said to all of us, a Merry Krunicmas and an Origi New Year. That was his wishes to us. But Rock Nation, let's go with, what are you wishing for this Christmas? What are you asking Santa Jerry, Uncle Jerry? Maybe some extra money, maybe a right wing, an actual striker. What say you?
No, it's got to be something that we've needed for a long time, but doesn't appear on Moncada's radar. And that's actually been a new medical team with physios. So that's been severely lacking because, and I know that there's some people in the chat who thinks that the medical team is not at all at fault, but I completely disagree. So, am I still in this? I think the others have dropped. Oh no.
I have no idea what just went on.
So Canada's going down over here. Something's happening.
I don't. Thank God for Rock Nation Hudsley internet connection. I don't know what the hell went on. Maybe somebody's sabotaging our it's Milan Club Tinder. They're hacking us there. But Rock Nation, what were you saying? Is that you need a new medical team?
Yeah, and I think they hacked the stream. Or someone wants me to emphasize my message that our medical team and physios, they really have to go. So these players, they've had quite a long break, and you would assume that this long break would be the right sort of time for these players to get back into full fitness and get out of the treatment room. But they're still there. So
you're asking Santa Jerry for a new medical team,
an ambulance.
And an ambulance. Okay. Alex, I don't know what it's like there with you, but here it's like, icy cold, the snow, then it rained, then it's freezing, then it's wind. But we're trying to keep it positive because it is Christmas Eve. What do you wish for? What are you asking Santa Jerry for us Milanistas?
Yeah, we have the same weather. It's minus 30 and like 80 kilometer per hour gusts out here. That's probably why the internet keeps going up and down. But
nice.
Yeah, it's tough because we're in a weird place. You go into the championship, you win, but you're underdogs. It's easy to be underdogs because you don't need much to carry that brand. But what do you do once you win, right? Now we have to have consistency. So I think with Jerry, Maldini, the whole team there, they got to figure out what they need to do to create some depth, to create a solid team. And I think it starts with, signing Leao and Benacer, or if Leao goes, then, finding 2 or 3 players that really solidify young guys that they can play for the next 5 years. I agree with the medical team. I don't know, like I work in manufacturing, and, when there's a problem, you look into it deep, and muscle problems have been an issue for the last 5, 8 years, and no one seems to care about it. It's like everyone's got blinders on. But when I saw like the AC Milan video of Brahim and Benacer wrestling on top of the sand dunes, I was like, Benacer is going to be out for like 8 months. He's going to, pull a hamstring and be out.
With our luck, right? With definite luck. But guys, do you believe anything about another Christmas wish list that we're going to pay this 20 million? Now it's several accounts or several websites reporting that we're going to pay this 20 million euro to Sporting Lisbon for Leao, that we are going to up our offer to 7 million. It looks like Benacer as well. We're very close. Are you optimistic, Rock Nation? Do you think it's going to happen?
I really hope so. And if we don't pay it, then it's just a sign of what the ambition is going to be like. Because to get a player like Leao, and I know if you add this gross salary plus the 20 million, and if we were to be that generous to pay it, to get a player like Leao is going to cost you definitely more than 100 million. So, the maths of it makes sense. So I don't know why. And the one thing that really irks me is the fact that we didn't offer this in the beginning. It seemed to be like for the past 6 months, we're playing some sort of game. Are we waiting for Leao to say yes? Did we offer something lower?
It's called negotiations, Hasni. You don't understand. We're negotiating, like in Seinfeld, George. This is what it's all about, negotiations. So we'll see.
But we know how those end for the other players,
Definitely, but I think I'm starting to believe in it a bit more. Or how about you, Alex? Do you believe in maybe, he is a CDK super fan, Hasni. Do you believe in CDK's maybe rebirth as a center forward? It looks like even Pioli came out and said it is probable. We shall see on January 4th. Do you believe any of this?
I don't know. Like, we're just trying to plug holes with people we have, like, instead of spending money, I think. Sure, great. If he works out as a, center forward, yeah, go for it. But I don't think that's his position, or else he'd be playing it all day long everywhere he went. So I don't know. I think they're just not spending money, and Brahim on the right wing, CDK up front, whatever they can do with people, throw who they have at left back in those stupid friendly games. Who they had that midfielder there, I can't, it's blanking now, but they're just tossing people around. They need to buy proper positions, people in the right place. If they keep Leao, God, can they buy a right wing so that he doesn't have to do everything and not everyone's like throwing 2 defenders at him, and we can attack from both sides like the top Champions League teams. But yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in the CDK thing. If it gives him some, mojo because he goes and he poaches a goal or 2, great. But then let's get him back in the position we paid him $35 million to play.
And we'll still see. And guys, I'm in a festive mood, right? It is Christmas. And I want to give a gift to all our viewers that have been following us. Guys, I'm going to put in the comments the link to join. Guys, we're going to give the opportunity to anybody that wants to come on, right, and talk about their feelings. Guys, the StreamYard link is right there. Go ahead, click on it, jump on, because I think maybe Fabio was already drunk. Maybe Gio was way maybe too early. He was a medieval times. You saw the message that he sent us yesterday. Gio is a special character. Milan Coast to Coast is going to be back. Milan Weekly Podcast will be back. And I just wanted to take the time as well, is that I was able to watch the DZN Milan documentary from Italy with thank you ExpressVPN. Oh, Rock Nation Ozzy, you screwed up. Where's your green screen? So you're not really at San Siro. And yes, thank you for my my $45 Canadian long sleeve shirt. I think they fucked up on the colors, guys. Because anybody tell me, are the colors supposed to be? Look at you. Well, of course, you got to put pictures of yourself with obviously. Look at you, Husney. And I know, and thank you. I want to say in front of everybody, Husney, can you show everybody what you got me something? You got me something. Please show everybody what you got me. And because Rock Nation Husney likes the lavish sweaters and the shirts and nobody wears. Look at what Rock Nation Husney is getting me. He's got the trophy shirt. Look at that. What a guy. I'm gonna be wearing it proudly proudly on the on the next podcast, or maybe if it's shipping is going to take 3 weeks from over there. But I guess nobody wants to join, guys. But it is, anyways. I'm wishing for um, a title chase. I'm wishing for that we're going to surprise everybody. I'm wishing for CDK to come out with a bang, right? And what is worse, guys? Our situation with the players or Juventus' situation? And I don't know if you guys saw the articles, and I'm not here to trash on Juve. Um, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I saw the list of transfers. What is worse, Husney? Milan situation with all these players and the Kruniches of the world or Messiahs, or dealing with this kind of shit with your upper management stepping down and not knowing what's going on? What's worse?
Well, I don't really care too much about Juve, so I really want to care about what's going on with us. I mean, what Juve does is their own business, but we have to show that we do it better. So far, with this sustainability thing that everyone's been selling and praising, it's great up to a certain point. So I'm of the opinion that if Berlusconi pursued the sustainability thing, we wouldn't get all these trophies. So there has to be that element of risk. Juve, they gambled. You could say that they did it maybe illegally, but they have the trophies to show for it. I mean, I don't want soon to be last year's Scudetto to be our last trophy in a long while. I want it to be the first of many consecutively. And the only way we can do that, unfortunately, I think we really got to break out the checkbook.
We got to bring out the checkbook, which we haven't seen yet. But Uncle Jerry seems to have a lot of money. Alex, how about you? Like, do you see anything happening Juventus wise? I know they were on a good run before we stopped, and with all this stuff coming out, and basically what I'm reading is really cooking the books. That's what it comes down to. What's worst off? Us complaining, Milanistas complaining about not having money or not having, the players that we want, or dealing with this kind of, cooking the books situation with Juventus fans?
Yeah, I think that's a mess, and I think it's only going to get messier in the new year. Again, like Husney, I don't really care about Juventus. If Juventus isn't in their place, someone else is going to be there in that spot. We're going to be competing. It's pretty parity at the top of the Serie A league right now. So, if Juventus isn't there, someone else is playing hard and playing just as good. So I think we got to focus on getting our team ready, having a little bit of depth, and figuring out, like, we're a year and a half in with a lot of these players. Let's figure out where some of them play, figure out which ones aren't contributing, get them out, get some money back. But yeah, I think we just really need to sort that out. It's strange. We're still trying new players and new positions. The right wing, like, no one understands it's there. It's like, it's a big joke. Everyone's getting punked by AC Milan that, is right wing a position? Is it not a position? But I don't know. I think we just need to sort our stuff out, not worry about everyone else, and let the league, kind of play out. If we want to go for champion, we can't be, hey, what's Juve doing? We're not their little brother anymore, right? We're going to boss them around.
That's right. So, you know what? And guys, let's remember, we got Champions League too, right? Champions League is coming up, and look at you, Husney. You're just with salad makers, with the CDK. Did they tell you something? Did they talk to you?
Yeah, this is our new trident, with CDK as a striker. Salad makers he can be on the left wing. I'll be on the right wing.
And how were they in person? Were they timid? Were they nice, smiling? Did they give you a handshake, a pound? How were those guys?
Yeah, well, I'll be honest. I was quite surprised. So CDK is very pleasant. I mean, I think I was the third guy in queue. So he asked, how you doing? How's everything? And he was very pleasant, and he signed something for me. Salad makers looked like he didn't want to be there, so he was serious the whole time. Maybe it's because CDK was standing closer to the crowd, so everyone was lining up to see a CDK. And I don't know, maybe Salad makers felt a bit.
Look at that hair, guys. He's got that Friar Tuck hairdo, Salad makers. And you know what? He's a Milanista. We still have to love and support him. And yes, we like to always poke fun. But no, those are great pictures that even you shared in the WhatsApp. Let's go with maybe the elephant in the room. I know Liban Youssef is mentioning it. People are blaming the France team. I don't know what's going on with Mike Manjone, as Stevie P likes to call him, Magna. Alex, is this worrisome for Magna? Do we go get Sportiello? I know we have a blind goalkeeper that seemed to have made kind of did a bit of his job. But what say you, man? How you feeling about the whole Manya?
First question for Husney. When you got up there and CDK signed something for you, was Salad sad when he was like, "Hey, do you want me to sign it?" You're like, "No, that's all right. No, thank you."
No, I think he looked a bit. I don't want to say disappointed, but he was looking across, saying like, "Why are people going to CDK first?" But maybe he didn't understand the fact that the line was closer to CDK. So I mean, logically, you would go to him, then you'd go to Salad because Salad was across the trophy. But I don't know.
Did
maybe
you call
it's
him
that,
Salad Maker?
yeah, I did. I was calling him by first name. Even
Oh, you're on a first name basis. Sorry, Husney. We weren't. I wasn't sure. I would have called him, Mr. Salad Maker, Mr. Now he decides to join.
And late. I'm sorry, fella.
You're running late. You know what? We were just discussing how Rock Nation Husney is on first name basis. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Charlie. How are you? Did you call him Charlie? Yeah, Charlie. So this is what being Husney is all about, Fabio. But we're talking about Christmas wish list. But I was asking Alex. I'm gonna ask you after, Alex, the Manya situation. Is it worrisome? What say you?
Tough situation. Again, we don't see what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know the information. You don't like seeing when they're posting videos of like Manya doing, Ibra Taekwondo kicks in the air at the punching bag. Wonder why is he got to kick that high? He's a goalie, but I don't know. It just stresses me out. Tata, he does a good enough job, but this is too long. Like, you need someone to come in for, that couple months, but you can't be like, hey, Tata, we're relying on you for, half a season. Morante that we pulled in last year, I thought he was really going to be the one coming in this year instead of Tata, but they haven't played him. So I don't know if, he's not doing well in training, if they don't have confidence in him, if he's just like a emergency.
He's blind. He's blind and he's still doing his job, right? But Fabio, I can see he's bottling up all these emotions inside of him. Fabio, what are you wearing?
A little 'tis the season to be jolly. It is.
A little bit of a Star Wars thing.
A little Star Wars section.
I know.
Yeah, my Milan sweater's being washed, unfortunately. So
okay, so I know you seem to have been needing therapy with all these news coming out, and would it be Manya? Would it be Milan coming back worse off after a month off than they were before? January 4th is just around the corner. It's Salernitana, right, guys? That we're playing on the 4th.
They have a new goalkeeper. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're going to get Ochoa. They went to get Ochoa from. He used to. I remember it was Ochoa with Mexico, but I wanted to ask you, other than naughty or nice lists, we named Salt Bay in the naughty list, and
definitely,
and what's his name, the goalkeeper from Argentina, definitely on the naughty list. He's not getting. He's not getting anything. And Salt Bay is getting banned from every single.
I think he's getting a fake dick in his stocking this year for what he did with that glove. Disgraziato. That's what you do on the biggest stage. You use it like you're a fucking frat house boy. You make a fake dick out of this golden glove. I mean, what a embarrassment.
This video is not suitable for children.
No,
go ahead, Fabio. Tell us how you really feel.
Listeners' discretion is advised. Listen, I'm not happy, all right? Santa hasn't been listening to my prayers, all right? Because, one, there's not even any idea whether we're going to sign anybody. On the contrary, boys, we're not getting no one. They're giving us exactly what we've gotten every year. The injured players are the guys that we're signing. You believe that? You believe that? Now, only thing we're getting is a 14 or 16-year-old, whatever the hell this kid, Francesco, whatever his name is, that we have to envision maybe in 4 years we'll see him at the top level. But, I mean, come on, Milan, do something. The only good piece of news I hear is that maybe, and this is just a rumor, they're going to pick up the bill that Leao owes Sporting. That's great. Leao still hasn't even said he's definitely going to sign with us.
It's a good sign. It's
you know what? I'll believe the signs when I read it, when I see Maldini's infamous pen that goes disappearing every time we have to talk about a contract extension. I'll believe it when I see it. But we're not getting anybody, all right? Mignon every goddamn week or 2 weeks, we get another bad diagnosis. It's going to take even longer. What the hell is this Milan medical doing? That's what we got to get to the bottom of it.
Well, Rock Nation Usney is on his wish list as a new medical team. What's on your wish list, Fabio? And
A
by the way,
fucking
remember,
right wing.
you gotta be on the nice list. I don't know if you've been naughty, Fabio.
I've been very naughty. Listen, I need a right wing. All right. And don't give me, oh, Adley looks good. Maybe we'll keep him to either decide or get him out of here. All right. I'm enough with these half-baked cocked people here. I don't care about that guy behind your shoulder. All right. Listen, I don't like Belgian waffles. I prefer pancakes. All right. So get him out of here. The other Belgians are not making me happy either. Origi, CDK, Salamanca's, package them up and send them with Macias in a DHL package. Get them out of here. We need some real players. How come everybody else out there, any half fucking ass team? Yeah, I would take that guy. That guy's good right there, that Husney guy. But how come everybody else at least gets people they're looking at? Milan, we get nothing. We're just talking about the same stupid bullshit over and over again. Oh, Benacer, maybe we'll take 4.
Happy.
Maybe Leao will give him 6, but he wants 9. What are we doing here? Come on, Maldini. Where's this Yankee money? They just spent 300-something million on Judge. Get some money over here for us. God damn.
Tell us how you really feel, Fabio.
I'm very upset, guys. I'm very upset.
Guys, it's Christmas, man. Come on, go have some eggnog. What, I've never had eggnog before, but okay, let's finish this off because Fabio's already all bottled up. He's full of emotions.
Can you imagine if Berlusconi was this cheap the way Redbird and these guys were cheap? You imagine the whores that would have been over there? They would have been disgusted, toothless. You know,
I need to remind you Silvio Berlusconi's cheapness in 2011, 2012, 2013?
All right. You have a point.
The banter
years?
years?
Point there.
Thank you.
But he spent money where he needed spent.
He spent money when he had it, nobody was looking. Let's leave it at that. Rock Nation, let's finish it off here. You know what? We're probably gonna do maybe another one, maybe on New Year's Eve, to bring in the new year. But if you had to pick one wish, one single Christmas wish for our beloved Milan, what would it be?
Oh, I can't really pick one.
I'm putting on the spot, man. I'm putting on just one medical team, a red right wing, CDK exploding. One.
Well, I'll actually pick it for all the fans. So the experience that I had, I thought was quite, memorable. Yeah, I haven't had that. So I wish that for the club actually to visit all the Milan fans in whichever country that they are. That would be quite amazing, So at least you get to meet these players, and no matter how you feel about them, you get to meet them, see them play in person. It's maybe I could say life-changing.
I like it. And I wish we
do us all a favor. If they're gonna play the way they play in Dubai, don't come over here. Let me save my money.
Fabio, be nice. Be a bit happy. Remember, you have to renegotiate your contract for Milan coast to coast. You got to be positive. Bring in the happy energy and rock. And I hope one day that we can meet these players and be on first name basis, like Husney. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Alex. Not even Alexis. Hey, Alex. What's happening? Alex, to you. One, you got to pick one, buddy. You're asking Santa Jerry, Uncle Jerry from Redbird, one Christmas wish. What could it be?
Really, I don't want anything too crazy. I just want the fire back in these guys. Last year, they were on a hunt. They were searching for something. This year, they're back in nowhere land. So I think with Teo and Giroud coming back, fired up as leaders, they're going to do good. When Ibra comes back, he's going to light a fire. When Calabria comes back, we're going to get those leaders back in the team, and they're going to, ask so much more from those players on the field that, hey, if you're not doing it, you're going to look like a joke out there because they're going to be busting their ass. So I think I just want to see that fire again, not what we went into Christmas with, where everyone just looked like they were hanging out, punching in, punching out. So I want that intensity back.
I like it. Fabio's got we have a list. You actually have a list.
Yeah. Vinny, I got a list. I keep it right next to my bills because it gets me my agenda up. So let me start here. Number 1 on Fabio's Christmas list: do whatever you can to prevent Napoli from winning the Scudetto. That's number 1. All right. Number 1A underneath. For the love of God. Oh, 1B. Yes, you're right. Please, for the love of God, sign Rafael Leao to whatever the hell he wants, because we cannot lose him for free. That's A, B. 1B, whatever the fuck it is. Now, number 2, right underneath, very close, very close. All right. I don't know if you guys heard what Tonali was saying about his partner there, but we can't lose him. He's the engine, the motor. All right. So give Benacer the 4.5. Stop being cheap. All right. Because if you're going to be cheap on Christmas, there's another holiday for you. Never mind. I'm just kidding. All right. And last but not least, if I have to hear another fucking rumor about this godforsaken stadium, give me some groundbreaking news. I want to see somebody break some ground. Tell me we're getting our own stadium. Give us some goddamn news. That's what I want on my list. I want Milan back on top. I want Leao signing the goddamn contract. I want Benacer signed his new contract and give us our own goddamn stadium. Santa, what the fuck do I got to do for you to make these things happen, all right?
Hold on a second.
Jerry. He's got the money. Get that goddamn documentary on Yes so I can watch it. Stop making me play games with this VPN shit. All right, you know what you're doing, Santa. Make it happen.
Vinny, I want to change my wish. I wish
You're changing your wish, okay?
Yeah, I want Fabio to be the new chairman of AC Milan.
Minka, can you imagine the papers? Woo! Gazzetta wouldn't know what to do with me.
Would be on the newspapers every single day. But Fabio, I asked everybody. You had several out of all your list. Give me one. One out of all the ones that. What's the most important to you?
Leao's got to be signed. We can't go another half a year and then losing value on him going into the summer. And if I have to hear another Mercato bullshit about somebody we're going to sign in the summer, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm not going to make it to 2023. Don't worry about a contract extension, Vinny. I'm not going to make it, all right? I'm going to be coming from the beyond next year if these guys don't start making deals.
Where's Gio when I need him? Because Gio is the calm, cool, collected dude. You guys have I can't wait to see you guys again because it's got that, that feng shui, as they say. You got the high energy, and Gio's just laid back. And then he sends us a picture that he's at medieval times yesterday. Can you picture Gio at medieval times? And then going home and watching a Hallmark Christmas video. But guys, honestly, I wanted to wish you guys, celebrating or not, a Merry Christmas to everybody. If I had one wish to Santa Jerry, sign Leao. I'm gonna have to agree with you on Fabio. Just sign Leao. And you know what? Portugal fucked up. Didn't play him. And I don't care what everybody else's opinion is. My opinion is that if Ronaldo and Leao would have started that game, they would have won. That's my opinion. He went into that game thinking he's the boss, but in the end, no matter what people say about Cristiano Ronaldo, it's still Cristiano Ronaldo. So let's leave it at that. And I wish Salt Bay does never appear anywhere next to any World Cup, any trophies whatsoever. It was fucking cringe. And if you guys saw that Messi video when he's just turning around, I was like,
I'll tell you what, if he brings us that second star, I'll let him sprinkle it all over the trophy wherever he wants, all right? I don't care. Just make something happen. You know what? I just want to say another thing. Inter fans, you guys have nothing to be excited about. I'm sorry. Your two strikers that you're so happy about couldn't find the net. The only person that might be worse than finding the net is that fucking Nunez asshole over there in Liverpool who can't buy a goal. But Lukaku and Martinez, you stink. I hope you sign contract extensions and stay there forever.
Reminds me, we're doing the twin food drive and we're trying to get in and watch the game. And guys, this is a twin food drive for kids, right? And we're watching it, and Lotaro's there, and he's missing. And I'm like, you're so full of shit, lo interista de merda. Then I'm turning around, there's 4 or 5 year old kids next to me, and I'm sorry, kids, sorry, it's stronger than me. It's interistas.
Vinny, you're teaching them a life lesson, all right? Don't apologize to them. You should tell the parents that they owe you a thank you for teaching these kids a life lesson.
All right. So, and on that note too, we reached out to Inter. This is the first time Inter Club Montreal, and they're going to join us for the Super Cup on the 18th. And guys, honestly, when he sent the message, he said it would be an honor. He goes, we cannot refuse. We need to go. We need to go and with our with the Milan Club of Montreal. So we'll see. Maybe we'll live from over there, and that's on the 18th. We got Salernitana on the 4th, and I think, guys, we're playing a couple of games. January and February is going to be very important. So we'll
We got
see what
PSV on
happens.
the 30th, Vinny.
That's true. We do have PSV on the 30th, right? You know what, guys? Maybe Patreon on the 30th. If they're playing early morning. What are they playing? Hold on a second.
Wait a minute. Is this another Dubai Cup?
It'd be a Lazovic
PSV.
special.
No. Guys, I have enough high blood pressure. I don't need to be provoked by these fucking mid-season friendlies.
We're playing in Eindhoven at 12:15 Eastern time. So you know what? Maybe Fabio and Gio on the 30th at nighttime. Hopefully, you know what? I don't mind saying this. Hopefully they lose because it's a friendly, so I could get a fired up Gio and a fired up. A fired up Mellow Gio and a much more fired up.
That's a depressed Gio. A mellow Gio was upset. It could be borderline depression. I'm the one usually yelling. If Gio's yelling and screaming, you got to hold on to it. There might be an earthquake, something. The world is turning upside down. It's going to get crazy. So you don't want that. Don't provoke that to the gods. You might get it at like 3:30 in the morning.
Can we give a shout out to Doctor Strange, the best accent on Patreon, right? Rene, you should have joined. Maybe we're going to see you on the next one. But guys, I just want to take the time to Alex, to Fabio. Let's brave the storm, winter. How is it in New York, Fabio?
It's fucking freezing. If you go outside, your life is in peril down here. I don't know how it is, how bad it is up there by you.
No, guys, it's only 25 over here. It's not like 30 degrees. And just
my thing says 8, and it feels like it's 18. It actually told me, keep your dumb ass inside. Thank you, Alexa.
All right. So here we got ice, we got snow, we got wind, but it is Christmas Eve. Guys, be safe out there. For the ones celebrating, if you're drinking, don't drive home, right? Enjoy yourselves. We shall see each other possibly next week, maybe after the PSV game. January 4th, we do have the start of Serie A. EPL is starting on the 26th, guys, I believe, on Monday. Leave it to the EPL for their marketing geniuses, even though I don't like the league, but marketing genius, because everybody's home, nobody's doing anything, and they're going to be watching the EPL instead of the Serie A. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. Fabio, take your meds, please. The legal or illegal ones, it's all good. Again, this video is not suitable for young children.
Do us a favor, guys. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, let's go. We need to get to 2 Gs. Let's go.
Guys, once again, have yourselves a Merry Christmas. Let's have those wish lists to Santa Jerry. And as Shane told us, a Merry Krunicmas and an Origi New Year.
No, we don't need no Origi, nothing. Get him out of here. He's a bum. That's a fucking lemon.
Can we finish off on a positive? That was pretty good.
It was good, but you had to mention Origi? No, I don't want him. No more Belgians. Had enough. You're not number 2 anymore. You're shit. All right, get out of here.
I wonder what goes on in Fabio's wife's mind when she hears him going, like, what is wrong? Like, is he okay? Is this, Guys, have yourselves a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy time with your families, whether you're celebrating or not, and be safe out there. And guys, in Saudi Arabia, be safe with that 25-degree weather. I know it's getting a little cold there, Husney. And I hope you go around with those pictures of you with Charlie, with Alex, and showing, look, these are my friends.
Yeah, please, Husney, make sure you wear a long sleeve shirt. We don't want to hear you sneeze or something, All right. Keep yourself healthy.
Alex, thank you for joining us for the first ever time with how about you didn't comment on Serginho Dest? He's got Dest there behind.
Yeah, I love that. That's the college background.
New right wing there once Calabria comes back.
I like it. So, guys, let's say goodbye. Let's go enjoy our days. And ovunque e sempre.
Forza Milan. Merry
Have a good
Christmas,
night, guys.
everybody.
Ciao, everybody.
Bye.